Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Corsair TC200 gaming chair. Now there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to get one of these and then they're going to tell you about it, but at the end of the day there's only so much that you can talk about a gaming chair once you've said the basics about them. But I am in an interesting position with this, and that is because this is my office chair with the remote for the camera that I have been sat in an awful lot, and I have to admit it's dirty and well used, and that's because I sit in this probably 6 days a week and I really like it. I am very much a fabric person, by the way, but just so that you're aware, this one is the white and grey fabric, but it is available in leatherette as well. But the reason why I'm quite well suited to be able to talk to you about this is because I am going to pick the chair apart. Because at the end of the day, I'm so used to being sat in this one, my bum has left a mould in the bottom. So when I come and sit on this one, I can tell you straight away all the differences about it, why it's nice, why it's in places better, but then also some of the places where I think it slips up a little bit as well. So, lovely cloth. One thing I will say is the design is slightly different with these now. They say it's got a racing inspired kind of feel, and the vents here, or harness straps as we would call them, has a bit more of a kind of higher market kind of RS6 kind of vibe, whereas the ones on this, they're more kind of aftermarket bucket seat, like a Sparco or an OMP. So the smaller ones like this instantly make me think of a slightly higher market chair. Some really nice details with the Corsair logoing up on the top here, and then the TC200 down on the bottom of the arm base, and even the feet on the bottom are like little alloy wheels now, which I kind of like as well. Weirdly though, the wheels do click when there's no pressure on them, and effectively what happens is when you sit on the chair, it kind of frees them up and makes it easier to wheel around. Now that can mean that moving it around like this can get a bit clunky. It will still pull across carpet, but it definitely needs you to be sat in the chair to be able to get those wheels to move. The arms themselves, there's loads of adjustment. You know the way it goes. They go in and out and up and down. You can move them all over the place. You've got quite a lot of movement with the chair as well, but let's face facts again. Very few of us are ever really going to put them back further than that anyway, because at the end of the day, you'd have to be feet up on the desk, and if I'm with me, even when I'm trying to watch a film at my desk or watch a preview, or when Lisa Sue's talking about the next greatest AMD processor or graphics card, I'm always slightly more sat up than fully laid back because it makes me feel like I'm going to fall off the back. But the option's there if you want it, and it's all nice. One of the things I did notice straight away though was it felt awesome in the middle of my back, and that's because there is an actual built-in lumbar support, and the moment you get in and put your back in here, in the new one, you feel it. I don't actually like the add-on cushions on my chairs at all. You'll see that I've not got it fitted, and I don't have the one fitted for this, but it does come with one for up here. I've never really been a fan. I don't fit them, but it's completely up to you to decide. But you normally get another one that sits down here as well, and you don't need it. When your back goes in, it just kind of, it's just got that extra little bit of support. I do need to put it back a little bit for me to be comfortable. Now there is 120 millimeters of adjustment, both down and up. So it does go up a little higher than this one, which would be great for those of you out there with slightly higher desks, because they are starting to become a little bit more in the fashion. That was where I would need mine most of the time. The texture on the arms I'm not massively a fan of. They call it 4D because they move, and they've got this triangle pattern across the top. I actually preferred the fainter kind of thinner pattern that they had on the old ones. There were some other lovely little touches, like the rubber grommets that cover up the screw holes had the Corsair logo on it. The fabric does feel lovely, but one of the few things that I would pick up on it is when I sit back in this chair, and I'm sat like this quite a lot, you can see that it does kind of nestle and support your shoulders. And I did find that this was one of the things that I found myself actually posturing myself correctly and sitting upright whilst using this chair. Whereas with this chair, when you do get into it, and this is the new one, I'm almost having to pull my shoulders back as if I'm stretching, and there's just no real support back here for me at all. Now this could be good for, I don't know, if you're like exercising in the chair or something, which let's face it, it's not designed for and it's not going to be doing, but the top end of this I do feel is quite lacking. It definitely needed a little bit more of the side to come in compared with the T3 that I'm used to. I would be able to sacrifice that, and I don't know whether the cat's going to play ball. There she does. She's wet, so she's come in from outside. Do you like the chair, Nobs? Her name's Nobs. So, Cat and Corsair, it's a match made in heaven. So, as I said, the arms wasn't too keen on the pattern, but it's not a deal breaker. The shoulders side of things, I think that's because I'm so very used to this chair that it was something that I instantly missed. But in reality, the lumbar support was and is sublime. Now, I have been using this for a couple of weeks. You've seen in the B-roll that it's really easy to put together and all that sort of stuff, and I should have said that at the beginning. But I have been using it for a couple of weeks, and I have adjusted to it now. But moving forward, this bit of support up here was literally the only thing in reality that I could properly pick holes in. And I don't think for most of you that are going to be sat there playing your games over your keyboard with your mouse or typing in that are really going to miss it. Because I have to admit, when I am sat typing, I'm not normally sat back in my chair anyway. So, oh sorry Nobs. I love the fact that they've minimised the logo design on it. I love the fact that they've not shouted about Corsair on it very much. And in reality, I think as far as things are concerned, it's only really that little bit on the back that I didn't particularly like. Cracking chair. I love the colour. Obviously, I'm a white, red, grey kind of person anyway, and I personally like fabric. So there you go. That is my pick it apart, compare the two review of the Corsair TC200. Don't forget they come in different colours. You can get it in leatherette as well if you want, for wipe clean, for those of you out there that are a bit messy. And in reality, the fabric on mine definitely does need a bit of a wash, which I could do with a little steam cleaner if I really wanted to. But if I'm completely honest, washing my office chair has not been a priority. Not recently, and you'll see why very soon. But for now at least, this is the tiniest one with another video for you out. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment. And I have some exciting news for you all very, very soon.